What is up, YouTube? Four leaf cards here. Got a pretty cool video I'm wanting to show you today. And this one is inspired by Bob Lewis. Subscribed to him a little while ago. Been watching him. He kind of like a road warrior like I am and does some videos in the hotels. Sorry for that little wiggle there. That's just part of doing videos on the road. But was watching one of his videos and he was showing a couple of kind of funny, silly cards that he got, and I thought, all right, I got to go through and do a rummage and see what I've got and get out there and maybe buy a little bit. So I've been kind of going to some local card shops and rummaging kind of the nickel and 10-cent boxes and seeing what I could find, and I'm pretty pumped. I think I've got myself a new little collection going here, and what I like about this is that it spans different players and different teams and different years. And so it's really getting me kind of like back into the hobby big time, because I've been going through cards and looking at cards that I probably normally wouldn't, and getting excited just seeing, you know, some of the old cards again. And so I'm pretty pumped. I think this is going to be a good way for me to go back and even look at all my, I haven't looked at all my cards, but I'm going to look back even more for some silly cards. And definitely, if you guys have any cards that are silly, then feel free to make some comments, and I'll go chase them down and see if I can't get them in my collection. But I'm going to start off with a little part that I call Silly with Willie. Started looking at some cards here, and I got into a little pile of Willie McGee, and he is just a silly fella. So I'm going to call this one Silly with Willie. And here he is, kind of like, are you serious? You're going to do this? And then he's laughing like, yeah, this is going to be funny. And he's like, nah, man, seriously. Are we going to do this today? Yes, we are. Are you for sure really going to do this? There's an OPG there, Willie. And he's like, you disgust me. This is going to be ugly, isn't it? And he's like, I can't believe you're going to do it. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is going to be pretty funny. So I'm going to leave Willie up here while we do some cards. Matter of fact, I'm going to put up, I can't believe it, Willie. We'll do some cards in between here. So I'm going to start off with, I went back to this one. This is 88 Billy Ripken. Now, we all know what we're doing with silly cards here. Okay, but I went back and I looked, this is like virtually the same pose. And he's got number 3 there. That's his number. So I don't know what happened with this one. Now, this is going to be kind of like family friendly, but we all know about the 89. But basically the same pose. Not sure what happened there. He's got his number 3 on that one. But here's another one, an old school one. That's happening. There's a little something happening down on the bat. Feel free to check that one out for you. I promise you guys I'm not going to hide all these. These are just to keep it kind of family friendly. And here's one of the big hurt here, Frank Thomas. He's putting his eye makeup on there, and that's about all I'm going to show on that one. Okay, now we're going to get into it. I'm going to start off with one I found in my collection here, Lee Smith, and you're thinking, there's nothing wrong with this card. And you're probably right on the front. Whoop, what happened to the Cubs logo? Look, Willie's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Yep, upside down. Pretty funny. Okay, now I'm going to do this little section here is what I go into, what I call going into names. So here's a pitcher, Bob Walk. Probably not a very good name for a pitcher if you ask me. These are all coming out of my 88 Fleer set here. John Smiley. Hey, man, your name's Smiley. Show a little smile on the camera. Dennis Lamp. This guy's lights out. Okay, Rusty. Rusty, what? Okay, we're going to just leave him alone. Leave that for the family-friendly thing. And we're not going to put those two guys together. There he is again. What does this say here? Scott? What? I can't believe that. Brandon and Jung. You can read that one yourself. Again, we're keeping it fairly family-friendly here. Okay, I think Bob had one. That's not focusing. Bob had one of these in his collection here that he was showing the other day. There we go. Look at the ears on that guy. Don, I'm sorry, but those are big ears. How do they get that big? So I got a couple of these here, and I thought, well, maybe it's just an angle of the camera or something. No way, man. Look at this. This is some old school vintage stuff. I found some of these hanging around. I think this is the one that Bob had in his video. Wow, that's like professional. So that's he can't do much about it. This is kind of like this is like ears and facial hair. Here's Kevin Brown. I think he painted that on there. I got that one in the black and the gold version, just in case we needed to have both of them. All right, now we're getting into some hair, and there was a lot of hair, so I had to kind of get a little picky about what I took for hair. So it's kind of like, if your hair is so big that you can't keep your hat on, then that's going to have to go into the collection, okay? So here's Ron, and I'm going to work up to it. I think I have these in order here. I tried to stage it a little bit, but Ron Washington with a pretty good size hair there. Whoa, man, Pascal Perez. That is like, how do you even do that? Man. Whew. All right. Cliff Johnson. I'm seriously wondering how that hat is even staying on. If he had to run, well, of course he didn't. Look, he's the DH. So all he's got to do is hit. So he can wear his hat however he wants, I guess. George Bell. That thing's barely on. It is barely on. There he is again. I got him in 86 and 90. He could never keep his hat on. They had him spelling his name different. I looked back, you know, this is a question for somebody here. I look back here. Born on the same date, so that's the same George Bell. They just spelled his name wrong, so I think I got an error or something here, as well as the funny hair. And the winner of the hair cards, Oscar Gamble. See if I can get this thing to focus on there. Look at, I mean, it is coming out the sides by like 8 inches. That's professional right there, man. Professional. Wow. Okay, this one is going to be kind of an odd angle. How about that? Here's a funny one. This poor guy. Hey, Jeff Reed, if you're watching, I hope you're okay, man. I wouldn't have put this picture. You look like you're in pain. So that's kind of funny. But then, why would you put this? This is supposed to probably be a horizontal picture, but it's on a vertical card. This just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. So pulled that one out. Bill Buckner. We figured it all out. Hey, you Red Sox fans that wanted to know what happened, he's got a big thing in there. It's just like sucking the ball through. I guess that's what happens, just getting right through his legs. Bad angle. I have to think that somebody saw this and took it and was like, yeah, we're putting that in there. Poor Bill Buckner, man. Rest in peace, buddy. All right. I don't know what's going on here, but that's a bad angle on the camera. Jeez. So we pulled that one out of there. That's just, they're getting real personal there on the tag. Now look at this guy here, though. He's got his eye on the other guy coming on the base, so that's good baseball form. All right, way to stay focused. All right, what do I got here? This is a funny. You took the picture. Hey, let's just use the same picture. Picture in picture. Yeah, just put the same. All right, these next ones are just posing, but kind of like, hey, how you doing? I don't know what's up, man. Ricky, sorry, but I wouldn't have posed like that, man. Here it comes again. Ready? Gary Pettis. Hey, I'm pretty cute. How you doing? Whoa, man, Roger Clemens. That is not the hey, how you doing picture, man. Look at this. I had to pull this one out. He just looks like he's rabid. And I don't know if that has anything to do. Let's see. This is boy. Look, oh, I'm sorry. He's got his "Hey, I'm cute" picture on the back. What year is this? 90. I think it's like 96, maybe. This could be when he started using some of those performance enhancers. I don't know. Up to you guys to make the call on that one. Check this one out. Doing a little rummaging here. Here's Joaquin Andahar. He's got a sign. He's like a mega fan. Check that out. Signing that book. He's got it. It's so likes it so much. It's in his baseball card. That's pretty cool. Now check this next one out. I thought this was kind of funny. I actually got a magnifying glass out on this one. This is Mike Perez. Okay, and it's a picture of him signing a card of a picture of him. Okay, and that's. I said, what's that card? So the picture of him signing the card, there's another card on there. And I took the magnifying glass out, and it's basically another picture of him signing a card. It's like a card within a card within a card. Man, this one's crazy, so I had to pull that one out for the collection here. Okay, let's see what we got next. These are going to be like things that you wear, okay? Funny things that you wear. Here's Jeff Bagwell, Hall of Famer. You know, when the sun's in your eyes, you got to have those flippy flippies, man. Those are got to be like version maybe 2, I guess, on the flippy flippies. Here's, I think I got 2 of these that I had a little bit of shine here, but it's Barry Larkin. You know, acting like he's a sled dog or something here. He's got his buddy pulling back on him. He's warming up, getting his muscles, you know, strength training. And something that you wear here. Got him again. He is serious, but check this out. This time he's got the Yankees holding on to him. It's like real serious when you get the other team helping you train. Man, I had to pull that one out. Okay, this one could have gone in the hair category. Okay, I was thinking about it, but I put it up in the things you wear things because that's a pretty sweet headband. All right, he's pulling that off pretty good, matching the team colors. You know, really looking sweet. Whoa, Doug Drabeck not pulling it off so good, man. Also, could have been in the hair category with that mullet going on, buddy. But hey, glad to see you're signing things for the fans. Nice shiny card. We'll pull that one out for the collection. Chuck Finley. This is not being worn very well, but I guess he was trying to cool off or something. I don't know. Towel. It's on his card. I mean, you could have had a picture of him doing anything else, but nope, wearing a towel. Now we're getting into the high-level headwear. This one was Bit Roberts. I had to go out and find this one. I saw this one on somebody else's website that was kind of listing funny cards, and I said, I've got to have that. So I went out and got it. Had to pay a little bit for it, but it's got a little shine to it. And, man, he's wearing a sombrero. How can you go wrong? Now, check this out. This is going to elevate to the next level. You ready for this? Hey, partner, how you doing? He has got his Kansas City cowboy hat on, and he is ready to go, and he's even got the turtleneck. So that's going to be it for the headwear one, okay? Now I've got what I call wardrobe malfunctions, okay? This kind of little throwback to the headwear group here, but he got it on wrong. Come on, Barry Larkin, put that on right. Okay, wardrobe malfunction. John Pasella pitching. Whoops, lost his hat. They took a picture of it, and that ended up on the card. You like to think that these guys had some pictures to pick from, but who knows? All right, Mike Laga, okay? Wardrobe malfunction. Keep saying it wrong. And I thought, oh, maybe this is like something to do with the card stock on the traded or whatnot. You know, it's a white, kind of a lighter background on the card stock. So I pulled out my regular 87 here. Nope, it's pink on both of them. So you got the regular and the traded pink. Wardrobe malfunction, I guess. I must have washed it too many times or something. And my favorite wardrobe malfunction, Claude Raymond. If you're wondering what it is, take a look here. He's selling apples without an apple permit. He's got his stand open there without having a permit. So, or what do you say? Superman got to fly over the thing there. What is it saying when you get your zipper down? Yeah, this one's from 67. Yep, pretty good one. All right, now we're just gonna start getting into some silly stuff. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna start with this one. Here's Doug Drabeck, looks correct, you know, nice picture, no big deal. Ho, he's a pitcher, guys. What's he doing with a catcher's mitt? That's just silly. Willie's laughing pretty good at this one. Okay, now we got some things. It's going to start getting into the good stuff now, guys. Okay, here's Kirby Puckett with a big bat, very large bat. I don't know what to say about that. Self-explanatory. Okay, here we go. 2 bats. It's hard to see. He's got a ball in there, so that's kind of silly. This is the Desert Shield version of this one, by the way. 2 bats and a ball doing silly things. And then, hey, Greg, what are you doing? Polishing your bat? Oh, all right. We'll take a picture of that and put it on a card. What? Man. Okay, you guys ready to amp this up a little bit? Now it's time for gloves. We did the bats. We did the hats. Now we're doing the gloves. Okay? Ken Daly with 2 gloves. Not sure what he's doing, but he's being silly. Right, Willie? Oh my God. All right. Jason Michaels. That is a big glove. We're going to have to double check that. I didn't think to check if that was the Mickey Hatcher's glove. Barry Larkin, glove on the hat trick. We know that one. Boom. Lance Berkman, glove on the hat trick. I got that in black and blue, actually. In chrome. Greg Harris, glove on the hat. There it is. Hey, Mickey Hatcher. I think that is the same glove here. I didn't think to check before, but both Mizuno, the tags look right. I think that's the same glove. I'm gonna say that's the same glove. This is a famous one. I actually this is from my personal collection. I had this one growing up. I thought it was pretty cool. Here's a Gary Pettis. He's got a glove, but this one's pretty serious. He's got an award. All right. Okay, now we're gonna go to other sports. Tim Flannery with a surfboard. Yep, that's right. You got it. Here's a bubblegum blowing competition. This is a legitimate baseball card. This was the bubblegum blowing champ. Kurt B, I guess. I'm not going to try to say the name. That'd just be silly too. Hey, we all know this card, but it's baseball with another sport, football. This was one of my favorite cards growing up. And I know a neighbor, I never had it, but a neighbor of mine had the poster up in his room. And that was always a cool thing to check out. So baseball and football. And going along in the same lines, here's Brian Jordan hitting a football with a baseball bat. And Brian Jordan throwing football. I think he was one of them dual sport guys, and they played on that a little bit on the cards. Okay, now you guys need to see some technology. So baseball with technology. Ready for this? Rob Murphy doing a little personal computing on the field. Not sure why we needed to put that on a baseball card, but hey, it's immortalized at this point. He's a pitcher, so I guess he had some downtime in the bullpen maybe, and he was just doing some emails on the AOL. Hey, Hall of Famers do it too. Got to call your agent and whatnot. Look at that brick of a cell phone there with Cal Ripken on this collector's choice card. Got a bunch of these. I like that card. All right. I got this stack and then 3 more. And I'm going to save one for Bob Lewis too. Okay, here's this is an older. This one you got to give him credit here, or give him a little bit of a hall pass here, Willie. This is a picture of a younger Jim Fregosi, apparently quite the accordion player. All right, now it's really getting weird. Here's my buddy Wade Boggs with a rubber chicken. Not sure what happened there, but why would you even agree to take that picture? I have no idea. What do you think, Willie? Yeah, that's funny right there. Here's Lance Berkman. All right, he's got a truck in his picture. You know, let's go out and take a picture with the truck. All right, there's Jose Canseco with a shovel. This one's actually not too funny. It's probably like a grounds crew shovel. Looks like he's maybe doing it, before a game, kind of batting practice or something like that, But I mean, why are we going to put that in a picture? All right, we're going to take it to the next level here for the last part of this group. You guys ready for this? Oh, Jeff Montgomery. He's got his cutoffs and a fire extinguisher. He must be pretty hot or something. He's got to put out the fire, I guess. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, but it must make sense because his buddy Billy Wagner also got a fire extinguisher and a fire hat. That's kind of like Willie. Willie's like, oh, what? You got to be kidding. Yep. These cards exist. I didn't make them up. All right, we're coming into the home stretch now. And you're looking at this one, you're saying, Rex Hudler, this doesn't seem too bad. Well, it seems a little bit. Those guys got to play at the base there. They're probably looking a little close. He's got his funny shades on. A lot of things going on here in the card. But I'm going to tell you, this is not why I pulled this card out. You ready, guys? You ready? You ready for this, guys? Okay, here we go. Boom! Rex is milking a cow on the back of this card. I mean, got milk? So now, if you guys need a little drink here, I'd say go get a nice tall glass of milk here in honor of Rex Hudler milking a cow on his baseball card. That takes guts right there, and I admire him. That's one of my favorite ones that I've got. Now, this one I actually took out my magnifying glass too, and it's still not 100% sure, but I'm gonna put this. Willie's gonna be like right here. You kidding me? What? Check out this Jack Howell card. I'm looking at it and thinking, he's he's got a funny face on, like he just stole the money or something. But look at that. I kind of looked at it. Like it actually. Let me see if I can zoom in here, get it to focus. It actually looks. Come on. Come on. It actually looks like money. Like, did somebody Photoshop some money? That doesn't look like a batting glove to me. Did somebody Photoshop some money into this card? That's out of control. Just out of control. Willie, what do you think, man? What do you think? Yeah, he thinks it's funny. It's out of focus now. I really screwed it up. It looks like money. Anyway, okay. Moving on. All right, I got 2 more left. This is going to be a crazy one. And then I got one last one for Bob Lewis because this video is kind of inspired by him. But here's my last one before Bob's card. What? Brian Hunter, I knew you stole bases, but I didn't know you actually stole the bases with a robber mask? Man, that is pretty crazy. Brian Hunter, I think we caught you red-handed, and we got a baseball card of it. Wow. I mean, if this is not silly, this is the definition of silly, because somebody said, hey, Brian, we know you steal bases. Why don't we put a mask on you and have you hold some bases? Nothing silly on the back, but it'll look like you're actually stealing bases. And he had to be like, yeah, let's do it. That'll be funny. So I can't help but think that Brian Hunter's a funny dude. And finally, we still haven't even figured out exactly what this is. So if anybody knows what it is, I think Bob couldn't figure it out in his video. But this is the card that kind of stuck in my head because I was like, what is that? I have to have that card. So go check out Bob Lewis's video too. He's been doing some things and he's got some funny cards. But here it is. The last card of my funny collection for now, at least, is a Gary Gaetti Fleer Ultra. I think it's 97. And I don't know what those are, man. Are those like some sort of training mitts for, dogs, the police dogs, or something like a lobster claw from a mascot? I'm going to leave you guys with this. And if anybody knows what those things are, is it some sort of like, you get in the batter's box with a pitcher, like a wild pitcher's pitching, so you got to have some protection or something. I just don't know what those are, but Gary Gaetti chose to wear them. He's obviously laughing about it a little bit. He could almost go in the funny hair picture category with this one, but I think both Willies are laughing pretty good at him. But anyway, hey guys, this has been a real fun one for me. Again, I had fun just rummaging through my old stuff, looking for silly cards, and rummaging through a bunch of 10-cent boxes, looking for some of these funny cards. So if you guys know of any other funny cards out there, I'd love to keep adding to my collection. And again, I've been talking a lot about collecting to connect. So this is a video connecting back to Bob Lewis. But also connecting back to all my cards and checking them out and really rummaging through cards that I normally wouldn't. So don't forget to collect to connect. And if you guys are opening anything up there, best of luck to you guys. Thanks so much for clicking and watching and having a good time with me, hopefully. And we will catch you guys all later. Have a good one.